Alright, so now that we have everything clean on this 65 Fastback, well, just the engine bay obviously, we're going to be seam sealing every panel that meets another panel just to make sure everything is watertight. Shouldn't do anything, but just to be safe. So most of the things we will need, have them laid out right here. So we have the seam sealer. You can get this from your local auto parts store, and then obviously the gun for it, masking tape, and some paint prep just to clean everything, but you're going to be using it to make the seam sealer a little more pliable. So let's get to it. First thing we're going to do is use this masking tape to tape off the side areas. So we're just going to leave about, I'd say, a little less than an inch right here. So we're going to tape off this side and this side, so you want to have the seam right in the middle of your two masked areas. Okay, so everything I'm going to be sealing is now masked up. So you can see, it doesn't have to be the prettiest, but as long as it works, it should be more than okay. So now it's time to get our seam sealer, and never done this before, but we'll see how it goes. So we're just going to be putting a thin bead on all of this. Then we're going to be getting our paint prep and wetting it a little bit just so it can make it easier, and then just gonna smooth it out with our finger. Let's see how that goes. Okay, so as you can see, a small bead going all around, and before this sets, I'm going to be putting some paint prep on it and then spreading it out just a bit, just so it could be a little easier. And once we take off the masking tape, it'll look really good. Okay, so now that we've smoothed it out with the paint prep, I'm gonna take off this masking tape slowly and carefully, just as it's tacking up. Just be careful not to peel a lot off, and we'll see how we did. Alright, so this is how it looks unmasked. I know it's a little hard to see the seam sealer because the primer is great and the seam sealer is great, but again, it doesn't have to be the prettiest, as long as it works, which this is going to work. And if you feel like you lifted up a little too much of the seam sealer, or you mess up, just dip your finger in a little bit of the paint prep or spray some on and just dab it down. But this is what it looks like. Alright, next step is we're going to be doing the same thing on the other side, and then after that it should be ready for paint. We're going to be doing that on the next video, and then after paint, all the suspension gets bolted back on, and then front's done. Then we're going to be moving on to the undercarriage, so cleaning that up, sealing it, and putting some undercoating on there, and then we'll go from there.